brings it in for an attack. Sashays through. Wrist swat. Score! A power play goal, and it's a biggie.
Always interesting, guys, after the first goal is scored, whether the team that scored is going to continue to attack or whether they'll sit back a little bit.
The Thrashers have broken the tie. Perhaps they can build on this lead here in the first period. A howitzer, not on the net.
The goalie's lucky that just sailed wide.
You know what, Doc? I'd like to see these teams play this way while they're playing instead of after the whistles.
Well, this has been building a little bit. Now the gloves are off. It's time to go.
Two players are down on the ice, and this fight has ended.
I think both these players, Doc, realized this fight was coming to an end, so they just grabbed onto one another.
The Sharks yank their goalie to try and get this back. A strong pad stop there. One of the great things about this sport is watching two big guys collide.
You talk about a text.
Score!
That one should put the icing on the cake.
That's going to be too much for them to come back from. That empty netter will seal the deal.
Your name goes on it, the Stanley Cup. Goalie to the bench, extra attacker out. The horn, the game, and the championship.
They have battled losing streaks and injuries. They've had times when their goaltending has failed or their scoring has been absent. Yet at the end of the road, they are Stanley Cup champions as they've bonded together to become the best team in hockey. You go through the handshake lineup and there is sportsmanship to be shown, but it's hard to let go of the intensity of a long and bitter series.
The man-chosen playoff MVP gets the Conn Smythe Trophy. Boy, is this ever well-deserved.
This is a tremendous award that probably means more in the coming days than it does now. You don't dream of winning the Conn Smythe. You dream of the Stanley Cup.
It's often said it's the hardest prize to win because it takes 8 weeks. And by tradition, the captain is the first to hold it high.
I remember as a kid watching Johnny Busick, the captain of the Boston Bruins, hold the Stanley Cup above his head. I thought it would be the coolest thing to do. Look how proud and happy the captain is here tonight. There's always interest in how the Stanley Cup has passed player to player, and they take their victory lap with it. Players are injured and banged up, yet it doesn't seem to matter how much that 30-pound trophy really weighs. Doug Weight actually got it over his head once with a dislocated shoulder.
And the final event of any Stanley Cup celebration. What we see on the ice last is everyone gathered together for a very happy Stanley Cup team picture.